Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy Trash Clutch, and before you click off the video, bro, I know it's Mortal Kombat gameplay, but I promise you it's a basketball video. But I just refuse to play 2K. Like, the game is terrible. I just refuse to play it. But anyways, y'all seen them Atlanta Hawks, man? Yes, sir. We got rid of the Knicks quickly in dominating fashion, man. I'm so proud of my boy Trae Young, bro. Like, coming into the 2018 draft, bro, he had the biggest bust potential. And then when he got in the league and he started tearing shit up, they said he can't win. He puts up empty stats. And for him to do what he did in his very first playoff series, bro, I couldn't be more proud, bro. I'm so happy to have Trae Young in Atlanta. But yeah, man, we defeated the Knicks 4-1. The first game, as y'all know, he hit that floater game winner and shushed that crowd because it was very quiet in there. It was very quiet in there, man. They was saying F Trae Young, all the this and that. And yeah, bro, Trae just had to do what he been doing, bro, proving people wrong. That's all he's been doing his whole career. And yeah, and game 2, that's the game we lost. But you know, I think we could have easily won that game. But that's the game we left our bench in too long, and they took a comfortable lead, and we just couldn't overcome it. And that's also the same game where you had that fan spit on Trae Young, which is crazy. Like, I don't understand what a player you've never spoken to has ever made you so mad, like, for you to spit on him. For you to spit on somebody, that's so disrespectful, bro. I wonder what would happen if Trae Young realized he got spit on at that time, bro. I'm actually glad he didn't see he got spit on because he probably would have got suspended or something. But yeah, man, that situation been handled. That fan is banned lifetime. But yeah, that fan needs to be dealt with. And game 3, that was our first game back in Atlanta. We was very excited for this game because, you know, after the game 2 loss, Trae Young looked at the crowd and said, "We'll see you in the A." And he said what he said. Went to Atlanta, dominated both games. First game, Trae had like 21 and like 10 assists. Oh no, he had like 14 assists. I forgot what he did the second game. I think he had like 27 or no, he had 30. Yeah, I think he had 30. I can't remember, but I just know we won both those games in a convincing fashion. And then the final game, game 5, we went back to New York. We did what we had to do, man. All our players somewhat showed up. I would like to see more from our players in the Philly series, because, you know, obviously with all the defenders they have, Trae Young is gonna need more help than what he got in the Knicks series. But I think we're more than capable of having other people put up 20 or so. But yeah, as far as the Sixers go, you know, they got Ben Simmons, 7-foot point guard, bro. He can guard 1 through 5. Defensive player of the year in most people's opinion. For me, it's either him or Rudy Gobert, obviously. They have Matisse Thybulle, who's also a really good defender. Tobias Harris, Seth Curry, Danny Green, all those guys. They're really good role players, man. Ain't nothing better than an elite role player. And Danny Green gives you defense and somewhat consistent 3. And Seth Curry, you know, he's not his brother, but, you know, he's still a burner. He will kill you if you leave him open. Do not give him an open shot. And just let him have to create on his own. Do not leave that boy open. And last but not least, we got Joel Embiid, man. Probably the best center in the league. Him or Jokic, however you see it. He's a freak of nature, man. He's unstoppable. Ain't really much you can do about him. But the thing about Embiid is he might not be playing game 1 or game 2. Depends on how his knee is. He has a torn meniscus, a slight torn meniscus, but we just gonna have to see how he plays, or if he plays. But yeah, if he plays and he's healthy, it's just gonna be hard for us to do anything with him, obviously. But you know, Joel Embiid is nothing compared to Julius Randle, so it's not gonna be easy stopping him. As easy as it was to stop Julius Randle. And they also have a pretty decent bench. Like I said, they have Matisse Thybulle. I had to name him second because his defense is off the charts. They have Maxey. Maxey's a really good player. They gotta steal with him in the draft. Dwight Howard coming off the bench, like he could easily start for another team, and they got him coming off the bench. So, you know, if Embiid doesn't play, they got a good center to back him up. And they got Mike Scott. He used to be a Hawk back in the day. I haven't really seen much of him since, so I can't really speak on Mike Scott. I just know he can shoot a little bit, and he's a big man. And big man will do what big mans do. And yeah. So as far as the Hawks players go, and who I need to see more from this series, you know, I would like to see John Collins score a bit more in this series. He started off the series slow. In that very first game, he had 12 points in the first half and had 0 in the second half. And in the second game, he had 0 points and was in foul trouble. And in the other games, he played good. He had like 21 in one of those games, I believe. But yeah, I would like to see more scoring consistency from John Collins in this series. He should have Tobias Harris on him, who isn't particularly a good defender. Let me see, who else do I need to see more from? Bogey did well in the in the Knicks series, but also just like John Collins, I would like to see more consistency from him. It was some games where he was on and some games where he was off. And you know, with Ben Simmons on Trey, we're gonna need these guys to be shooting more consistent and get them open more. And DeAndre Hunter was lovely in the Knicks series. His defense was amazing. Love that. I'm so glad we took him with the 4th overall pick in 2019, man. He's just like he's a 3-and-D player. He's an elite 3-and-D player. You know, he was averaging like 17 or so before he got hurt in the regular season. But you know, coming into the playoffs, I wasn't really sure how well our team would click together since like our starting lineup only played 16 games together in the regular season. The lineup of Trey, Bogey, Dre Hunter, John Collins, and Clint Capella. Speaking of Clint Capella, he had a really good series against the Knicks. Y'all know what he do, man. He gets blocks and he snag rebounds. That's all we need from him. And he got us a double-double a couple times in that series. And that interview he had where he said we was gonna send the Knicks on vacation, bro. I was kind of scared that like we was gonna give them like another reason to play even harder. But you know, he backed up his talk, man. And we got like I said, we got rid of the Knicks in quick fashion. I wasn't really expecting us to win in 5, but yeah, man, my team proved me wrong. Shockingly, because Atlanta teams, you know, you expect the worst from Atlanta teams. Like when we went up 3-1, bro, I was, you know, scared because, you know, Atlanta is notoriously known for blowing leads. But we went back to Madison Square Garden and we made quick work of them. And the best part about that game was when Trey hit that deep ass 3 and turned around and bowed to the crowd. And when he hit that 3, they was literally giving their own team a standing ovation. And for Trey to just hit that 3 in that moment and bow, that was cold blooded, bro. Like, I can't be more proud of Trey. And yeah, he deserved that bow to them. All the disrespect that was given him the whole time. But yeah, man. To be honest, I'm not really expecting the Hawks to win this series, but I know they're not gonna be a pushover either. So, you know, I probably got the Sixers winning in 6 or 7, but obviously I'm gonna be rooting for my Hawks and I want us to win. But realistically, I got us losing in 6 or 7. But well, if Joel Embiid plays and he's healthy, I got them winning in 6 or 7. If he's not playing, I got us winning in like 6. But yeah, man. If you made this part of the video, appreciate you so much. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all boys later. I said like and subscribe, or else.